All praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to apostle elders in New York, GMS. And salutations to you all around the world that's teaching the truth. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bun Gad with Chicago branch of Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And speckled birds that scatter abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their father's paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any black identity of string groups. We are not affiliated with any string groups. We are not affiliated with any Islamic groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups. All right, again, black is a color, not a nationality. And shalom on to you, serious aquaf. That's learning from our videos. All right, and it's just funny, man, how stuff comes out, man. All right, cause the other night I was looking at Job's car put up the video, and he caught Jose Vega and Ancient Watchman. Basically, they was talking down on Judah, so-called Negroes, calling them Canaanites and everything like that. They ain't trying to spin around that Judah was never dark skinned. All right, which is totally not true, man. All right. Majority of Judah are dark skinned. Now you do have light skinned Judites that look like the indigenous people of Mexico, man. I had brought that article out, man. It's the ones out there and over there about Los Lunas, Mexico. All right. I brought the article out, man. See with the black only and Latino only Israelites, they get caught up in this this color thing, man. This ain't about color, man. Yes, it's true that majority of Israel's a dark skinned people, right? Now within that majority of Israel, I'm talking about all 12 tribes, Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, man. You got some that's just as jet dark as Richard Roundtree, all right, and they range all the way up to like to like Opie, man. That just, hey, man, Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 9, man. Israel is a speckled bird, okay, all right, and that's Yahweh, he loves variety, man. And it bugs people out, man. It's scriptures, it's scriptures, man, all throughout describing each Israelite different hues of color, man. All right. Okay, so like I said, Psalms 85:11, man. This truth will spring out of earth, man, and that's what it says, man. This truth coming out. All right. Okay. So this is a article. All right. Well, an article, but one of the brothers had brought this out on one of our sites and stuff. All right. So it says right here, it says in a book by John Mackey, page 2627, called The Memoirs of the Secret Service, he described the Secretary of State of Great Britain as being a very black man, like a Spaniard or Jew. All right, so we know it's not talking about black like this fonts right here, man. He's a very dark skinned man, dark brown skinned man. All right, so read the art. It said quarter of Great Britain, 25. Daniel Earl of Notty, Secretary of State. All right, so this one Jake was let me see, Jake this we was like coming to the end. Our rulership in England, man. All right, because the original British were um dark skinned people of Israelite descent. All right, when you read Revelation 20, man. All right, that's Yahweh shall put the chain on the dragon. That's talking about when Septimius Varius, I believe in 93 AD, when he brought down the Roman Empire, established the Holy Roman Empire, where the Israelites was ruling, right? And British Brit, covenant man ish. Brit is covenant ish man. All right. England, land of angels. All right. English, angel man. All right. Angelic man was another way to say Israelite. All right. So right here it says, according to Great Britain, 25, Daniel Earl of Nottingham, Secretary of State, is the eldest son to Mr. Finch, Lord Chandler, in the reign of King Charles II. This gentleman never made a comfortable figure till the Revolution, when he zealously opposed King William's coming to the throne. Yet was the Secretary of State by that prince to oblige the church, of which fets up for a mighty champion. So like if I can't read it, because I'll just try to read the best I can. It's all right. It said after about 3 years serving in the post, the jealousies of the people, his being a French I don't know what that I'm trying to decipher. Interest obliged the king to throw him out again. He opposed the operation of the Prince of Wales to that degree. Then what do you say? Then I can't make out that. Sorry, this old fonts. Then he state. Then he fled state again, but the jealousy of the people still continue, and say the host how appears showing there's also in the affairs of the Scots plot. He laid down um seals. All right, it says down down the seals. All right, he is a jealous promoter of absolute power in a state, and implement 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 fair in the church to that degree as had to be in common charity with those that's kind of color right, more moderate principles. He had also a 10-year air of what's that might have been benefits. I don't know. It says an application of to make him very applicable in this habit. It meant a very form of tall, thin, very black man like a Spaniard or Jew. All right. It says in his habitat, it means a very formal and tall, thin, very black man like a Spaniard or a Jew. All right. So this is a dark skin, very dark skinned man. All right. So my Wesley Snipes looking. All right. So it says Secretary of State of Great Britain. All right. Describe him as a tall, thin, very dark skinned man, like a Spaniard, like a Jew. All right. So this all right. So this like one killing two birds with one stone, man. All right. So you got this in Great Britain. You got a Jake in there, one of original British, and inscribed as a so-called black man. Then that he compared the so-called black man to what? A Spaniard or a Jew. All right. Because original Jews were the majority are dark skinned. All right. Then you got what? The Spaniards, because the Moors ruled Spain. All right. And they popped some of the Edomite women, and then some had just took on Spanish citizenship, man. All right, they get they seeds, man. All right, all right. You just or you could have cause the Moors are mixing so much with Esau in Spain, man. A lot of the Edomites, man. With you had chocolate covered Edomites, man. Then you also have yeah, some turncoats. You had some Jakes that sided with Esau in Spain and came against their own brethren, man, over here in Americas. All right. So same thing went on in when Jake was under siege under the Greeks. Same thing happened when Jake was under siege of the Romans. And you always had turncoats in Israel, man. Even when Jake was in captivity in Egypt, man. All right. Even now, man, you got what? You got turncoats. You got like we deem as coons who sides with Esau, man, among all 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But this article just proved that the Jews were a dark-skinned people. All right, majority of a Negroid looking people, man, the Southern Kingdom, you know. But again, all 12 tribes range from Wesley Snipes looking to Opie looking, man. All right. Okay. All right. And some it ain't from mixing. They just, hey, the Most High deemed it that way, man. You do what the heck he want. All right. You know, he gonna make them very light skinned, Opie looking, man. All right. But but with then our people, they went to the other uh living among the heathen, man. They phenotype chase, but guess what? They still Israelites. Because their father's paternal blood ain't go back to Israel. It's in Numbers chapter 1, verse Numbers 1 verse 1, number 1 verse 18. Okay. Just like those Nigerian twins, man, that's an example of what Most High could do. All right. We're remembering this right here, Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Now there was in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simon, that was called Niger, Lucius of Cyrene, and many which had been brought up with the Herod Tetrarch and Saul. All right, so it said now there was a church that was in Antioch, certain prophets and teachers. All right, so these were Israelites, man. The Israelite could be a prophet and teacher among Israel, man. All right. It said Amos chapter 3, 1, 2, and nobody knows, tell you Most High only knows Israel. All right. And this the understanding, I'm gonna get the Amos 3:7. But this understanding only goes to Israel. It don't go to no heathen, man. All right. It says right here, Amos 3:7. All right. It says, surely Yahweh will do nothing but reveal his secret to his servants, the prophets. All right. So the Most High only dealing with Israelites when it comes to prophecies and the secret meanings of these scriptures, man. All right. All right. So it said, Acts 13:1. It said, now there was a church that was in Antioch, certain prophets and teachers, Barnabas, Simon that was called Niger. All right, but it's really nigger. All right, so it's we have there's like named Simon. All right, he was nicknamed called. His nickname was what, nigger. All right, and it's actually that's how it's actually pronounced, man. All right, nigger. All right, watch this.
Strong's G 3526. Niger.
All right, nigger of Latin origin. All right. Black, all right, means very dark brown, all right. Niger, black, dark brown. All right, night surname the prophet Simon. All right, so he's a prophet, he's a Israel. All right, he was an Israelite, man. All right. And this majority of the people left over there in the east, those were Southern Kingdom, man. All right. Let's see if I can find something else. All right. All right, so that them up. Says Niger, African nation name for the river mentioned by the name 1520s, probably after the fluent Latin. All right, but it's really nigger. All right, the local Turok, Iraqi Nedrak, Big River Sea. All right, translated in Arabic, Nile rivers. All right. Latin, so it's really nigger, all right. So Nigeria is really nigger, nigger, all right. But this, the Niger River, all right. But um, that little area, Nigeria, all right. So it's what that comes from, all right. Because that river is dark over there, all right. So when you hear Niger, it's really nigger, all right, and dark skin, all right. Let's see, Niger. Let me put this in here. All right, so it says 1786, early Neger, 1568, Scottish and North England dialect, Neger from French, Negre, from Spanish, Negro, see Negro. From early usage, the term carries all the obligate and contempt rejection which whites had inflicted on blacks. All right, so they took the word nigger and made it into something bad, but really it was talking about somebody being dark skinned in ancient times. All right. It said, but as black African inferiority was at one time near universal assumption in English speaking land. All right. So they was teaching basically so-called Edomite supremacy was actually inferiority because they was teaching lies to hide the fact that they're inferior. The Edomites were inferior to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. All right. All right, and you know that the so-called Negroes are not Africans; they're Israelites. All right, it says, was at one time near universal assumption in English-speaking land. The word in some cases could be used without deliberate insult. Most sympathetic writers in the late 18th century, 19th century had used black after American Civil War, color person. It says nigger is more English in form than Negro and will formerly to some extent to use about 10, but is now used to confine to colloquial or lyric speech, which will convey more or less contempt. All right. So we definitely know that 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 the word that everybody say Niger is really nigger, and we know that that secretary, all right, was what a so-called black man, all right, he was compared to a Spaniard or a Jew, and Jews, majority of Jews were what very dark-skinned people, all right, all right, Wesley Snipes, all right, Nestle Crunch looking man, all right. Okay. Let's see. All right, so this is it, and Shalom.